Leo, hello Leo, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Let's find out what's going on with Leo and what does Leo need to know, please. So first of all, we have the Page of Pentacles, younger earth sign. Okay, Page of Pentacles, studious, responsible younger person, usually pretty grounded, usually sort of mature for their age, I would say. But they are typically a responsible young person who can be trusted, but they are inexperienced and they just don't have the experience yet. So they may be intelligent and they may be educated, but they're still kind of new at whatever it is that they're doing. That's just a general energy around the Page of Pentacles. Sometimes the Page of Pentacles can also represent a message about money or a message about potential, especially the hidden potential that is not yet realized about a person or a situation. Excuse me. The next is we have the Judgment. Okay, the Judgment, Seven of Pentacles, the Devil, Eight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So this is like a conversation waiting for a communication, waiting for communication to come in, considering and thinking about this communication, taking some time to reflect on a conversation that you may have had with this younger person. Could also be a Capricorn involved here. A fire sign is also indicated. And then we have this Five of Cups and the Moon. So this is a very, very important conversation that you are having, and it may end up bringing certain things to light about how somebody feels. Somebody feels very unhappy. They're unhappy, they're disappointed, they're depressed, they've been quiet. Somebody's been keeping their feelings to themselves. Somebody's been trying to keep their emotions hidden, but I feel like something is coming out. Somebody is speaking up, maybe even finally speaking their mind about this. Okay, yeah, we have someone is taking a chance and being open, bringing something to light with the Sun card here. So when we get the Moon and the Sun in the same reading, it talks about something coming to light. Perhaps you did not know about this before. This could be somebody that you're working with. This could have to do with money. I'm just saying. So this person feels a little bit overwhelmed at this time. This is someone who feels like they're in a little bit in over their head, okay? It's bringing out a lot of past emotions, disappointment, depression. This person may act like they don't care, or they may be saying that they don't care. They're very aloof. They're very emotionally distant or closed off because they are healing from some kind of grieving. There's grievances. I feel like this person may be airing their grievances to you, and you are gaining some insight into how this person thinks, what they've experienced in the past. Something about this is new for you. You may be very interested in this person. There may even be a bit of an argumentative, confrontational energy here. Someone that feels like they've got something to prove. They may be a little bit egotistical. And you may be called to try to see things from this younger person's perspective. Okay, but you also need to trust your own clear perceptions about this person. Yeah, and where they're coming from and who they are, because they may not know themselves completely, and they may not know everything, and they may not see themselves from an outside perspective, right? So like, you may see them in a different way than they even see themselves. This could be a child that you're dealing with, or just a younger person in general. Could be anybody. It's a general reading for Leo, so take it as it resonates for you. If you'd like a personal reading, we could get into personal details. You could email me for that. Whatever side of this you may be on, you might be the younger person in this situation, speaking to an older person, and it's like you're helping. This conversation helps to set the record straight, clear things up. And yeah, get very clear about this. This person may be coming to you for advice. You may be giving them some advice. You may be receiving, it depends. There's a problem here. Yeah, exactly. It's like you're helping this person to solve a problem in their life, something that is really bothering them. You may be giving them advice, something that is very challenging to this person. And they may be opening up to you about something that has been bothering them, that they don't really have the experience or the knowledge that perhaps you have. They don't really know how to handle this. Now, the Page of Pentacles is, like I said, very responsible young person. They're very grounded. You know, this is a good kid, so to speak. They have a good head on their shoulders. But if they're younger, inexperienced, and they don't know, and they're in over their head, and they're dealing with a situation that is a little bit beyond them, right? They don't really know what to do. You may be able to help them. You may be able to understand where they're coming from because you have a higher perspective. So you are looking at this person and their troubles, their problem. Like they're coming to you with a problem and they're saying, I don't know what to do. This is my problem. I don't know what to do. I feel upset about this. And maybe they're not even seeing the situation completely clearly. And that's where you come in. You act as a kind of mirror to this person, and you explain something to them in a very good way, and you give them solid, good advice. Now, it's up to this person to make their own decisions, and they must be given that responsibility. Like, it's their responsibility, and they must do this themselves in some sort of way. Like, what am I getting? I'm getting like, you can't solve this problem for them. You can give them advice, you can listen to them, and you can be a confidant or a counselor, or you can give them helpful feedback, you can share some wisdom with them, but ultimately this person has to solve the problem by themselves, for themselves, because it's a part of their growing up. They need to grow up, they need to gain knowledge and experience for themselves. So you can't do it for them, they need to learn for themselves how to do it, but you can be helpful. So I see you're being helpful, and yeah, exactly. So you are helping this person to see things in a new way. And this is actually a very creative collaboration between the two of you. So whatever this is, what is this? Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Like, you're giving some really good advice to somebody who has to make a move on their own. And you're helping this person to maybe even close out a cycle, to get closure on this so that they can make some positive changes in their life. They have some choices to make. They are not seeing it clearly, but then they talk to you and you give them that feedback, which helps them to learn something. And I think you are learning something from this as well. Like, you're learning more about this younger person, or vice versa, right? So if you are the younger person, you are learning some valuable, yeah, there's the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, this is evolution. This is progress. These are changes for the better. This is someone who is resourceful, who has some kind of knowledge or skill. They just need a little guidance. So you're offering this person some guidance. And I think that they are very receptive to you. And I think that you have some kind of influence or authority in this situation. And while we know you can't do it for them, you are helping them and they are listening to you. And this has been a problem for this person. This has been a character building moment, or, okay, we got the Fool card. Yeah, you know, I was just looking at that. The Fool card came out twice here. So this is all about a new beginning. This is all about taking a chance, taking a leap of faith. This is about, hold on, let's get a little bit more. What is this about? The Death card, making some big changes. Yeah, something is over. Something is being dissolved. Something is ended so that something new can begin. There's a decision here to go in a new direction because things are changing. This person's life is changing. Maybe your life is changing, whoever this is. And yeah, they have options and they don't know what to do. Ace of Wands, Seven of Cups, Five of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles. So there's a conflict of interests here, and this is confusing. There may be some self-sabotaging behaviors that are going on. Someone has, oh, okay. Somebody just does not know how powerful they are. Someone is confused about their own personal power. What am I trying to say? They are very capable. This person is very capable of handling this situation. They were feeling like they weren't. They were feeling down about themselves. They didn't really know what to do. They didn't really know how to do it. But it's as if this conversation with you, or whoever this is, the conversation helps them to realize who they really are, what they really want, and what they're really capable of. Like, you show them what to do or tell them what to do. Yeah, there's the Three of Swords again. Okay, so the devil, not the devil, devil's right there. But there's the Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, there's the devil, the Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Swords again, Five of Cups again. Okay, so we're repeating ourselves. So that's the confirmation. The Death card is there. Three of Swords again. So this person is faced with a problem, and they may have made a mistake. They may have made a bad decision or a bad choice. They got themselves into a difficult situation. They feel kind of bad about it. They feel kind of stupid, right? They're sorry for what they did. They made a mistake, or they made the wrong choice, or they don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to solve the problem. They're not really sure, but they've been thinking a lot about this, and they may have even been keeping this to themselves. Maybe they didn't want to disappoint you. Maybe they were afraid of your judgment, or they felt stupid, right? And they're looking at this situation, and they're looking at themselves and their life, and they're not feeling good about it at all. And they don't feel very strong. So this is a real challenge for them. This is a real problem. This is quite the dilemma. They have their emotions are kind of overwhelming. They have a lot going on inside. And so this comes out as somebody who is coming to you very upset, confused, maybe even feeling like they need to prove themselves. They felt like they had to solve it themselves first. They tried to solve the problem on their own before they even talked to you about it, okay? But they couldn't. They couldn't take care of it themselves, or they feel like they can't do it themselves. And so you are giving them advice, and you care about this person, and you want to see them doing well. Yeah, you want to see this person grow. This may be your child. You could definitely be your child with the Ten of Cups there. So this is someone, it doesn't have to be your child. It could be a younger coworker. It could be anybody. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a younger person. It's just less experienced. And they're the first person that came out with this Page of Pentacles. This young person is going to come to you for help. Or, you know, you may even be in a kind of argument with this person. It just feels like very intense emotional energy of verbal back and forth, communication back and forth. And it gives you something to think about. This is something they're very much thinking about as well. It's weighing very heavily on them. And I think that you are more experienced, you're more advanced in age or in your life in some way. You're very intelligent, you're very experienced. You are able to work together with this person to figure out the problem together. This could be somebody at work, somebody that you work with, a new colleague, a new person at work that you have to train them, or that you have to work with them somehow. With this collaboration here. And you are very perceptive. You're very intelligent. You are more experienced than this person. You may be older than them, but in any case, you have more experience. And you are offering them some kind of guidance or wisdom, or giving them some kind of answer. Like they may even be like butting heads with you or testing you or pushing you a little bit, pushing your buttons or something like that. I don't see the Page of Pentacles really being like that, but you know, perhaps they're testing boundaries. It could be different for different people in different situations, but this is the general energy of coming to you for advice or working together with you, and they end up learning from you something that helps them make up their mind, make a decision, make things right, taking care of this mistake. You help this person, you give them some kind of guidance, you give them compassion, you give them empathy, you give them sympathy, you give them some kind of attention. You give them a hand. I don't necessarily see you giving them like money. It feels more like you're sharing wisdom. You're sharing your experience. You are listening to this young person, and you may not know whether or not they are actually listening to you, but I get the sense that they very much are. There is a dialogue here, and they are going to come to you and they're going to say, I made this mistake, or I did this, or I did, you know, this is my problem. I have a problem. This is the problem. And they tried to hide it from you. They tried to keep this to themselves. They tried to take care of it themselves, but it got to be a little too much. And I think it brings up like, this conversation brings out a lot of emotional energy, a lot of like, it's a lot of tension. Like maybe this helps to release some of the tension. What is this King and Queen of Swords doing here? You set this person's mind at ease by giving them some good advice. That's basically it. And you end up coming to terms with this person, coming into some kind of agreement. You may have a contract together. You may be contractually obligated to work together. And I get that it's very professional. There's something about it that's like, maybe you give them your professional advice and they end up listening to you. At first, they may be kind of argumentative. Yeah, I'm getting that there may be an argumentative energy back and forth, but it's not that they're not listening to you. They have questions. They have concerns. They don't know everything. And so Leo, it's like they come to you and they're telling you their problems and or you know whatever this is going on. They reveal to you how they feel about it. They come to you and tell you, look, I tried to take care of this myself, but I only ended up making it worse or whatever. I don't know what to do. And you say, okay, relax, we got this. All right, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna do A, B, and C. And they're like, but wait, what about this and that? And they're like, and you're like, no, do it this way. And they're like, no, but I thought I could do it that way. And you're like, no, we're gonna do it this way. And they're like, okay, I'll try it. I don't know. And you're like, trust me, it's gonna work. And they do, and it does. And you help this person solve their problem and learn something new along the way. I don't see you doing it for them. I just see you giving them some helpful advice that they take with them, and then they apply that intelligence, and then they level up in their own intelligence, right? This is like, it's almost like a child coming to you with homework or something. You know, the child comes to you, they tried to do their homework on their own, but they are just so confused, they're stumped. They don't know how to do this math problem, for instance. Let's say it's a math problem, right? And you're not going to do the math problem for them. You're not going to solve the problem for them. You're going to tell them and show them how to solve it for themselves, and then they're going to do the work themselves. So you explain to them, oh, that's algebra. This is called a variable, and you find the result by doing A, B, C, and they're like, but I thought you do it this way. And you're like, no, this is how you do it. And you show them how to do it, and they're like, okay, and then they figure it out for themselves, and now they know how to do it too. So you pass along this knowledge to them. And you just intuitively, you know how to deal with this. Like, you're a very good listener. You're very receptive. You're quiet. Okay, you let them talk. They may just talking too much with that Page of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and all of this. Like the Devil here, they're a little bit, you know, they got a little bit of an ego, and you're just kind of like observing them, and you're seeing their ego and their, I don't know, communication style from a different higher perspective, and you're not taking it personally. What this kid is saying, or this young person, you don't take it personal because you understand from an adult or higher or more mature perspective, right? And that's your strength. So, okay, so here's Leo, here's the strength in the world. So yeah, Ooh, the Sun. Oh, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you love this person, or you really care. You care about this person. I do feel like it's more than just a coworker. It could just be a coworker, but if you don't like, love this person, it's more like you are a kind, generous person with your energy. You're being kind to them. There's kindness. There's something you're doing for them. You're doing them a favor by showing them how to do it. You're not telling them the answer. You're showing them how to find the answer themselves. And that's the difference. So it's almost like I also get the sense that with this Fool, I'm looking at this over here with the Fool, the Death, the High Priestess, the Chariot. Like, what is this? The Hanged Man. I feel like, because there's this idea that's coming to me. It's like getting ready to go. It keeps saying you're getting ready to go. You're getting ready to go. So this is kind of a big deal. Like, this is a big decision. So there's a decision that this person has been putting off, or that there's a decision that this person needs to make. And in order to make that decision, for some of you, this advice that you give them helps them get ready to make a choice and take a leap of faith, or like, what is this that I'm trying to say? So there's victory, success, willpower. There's taking action and making a move after seeing something in a different way. You end up changing this person's perspective, changing this person's mind, and this ends up having like far-reaching consequences, or there's an outcome here. It influences the outcome of this person's life. Like, it's kind of a big deal. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles right there. So it's about their long-term future. It's about, yeah, manifesting. Okay, so this could be about this person's money, their property, their wealth, like whatever it is that you're teaching them how to do or showing them the way. You are showing them the way to do something, and acquiring this skill for themselves is setting them up for success later in life. So you're not going to do it for them. You're going to show them how to do it for themselves. And by doing that, you set them up for success down the road. So it feels like whatever this is in the moment, it's like kind of a big deal. It may be just a question or a matter of getting clear about something and answering a question. Yeah, there's communication. So it's just a conversation that you're having. But one conversation, I guess, can be life-changing. This is like a life-changing conversation for this person because of the way that you handle it with grace and skill and discipline and emotional intelligence, emotional self-control, and all of this. You end up helping this person get on a path towards like financial independence. It's all pentacles. It keeps coming up pentacles with everything clarifying. So it's like this person's very confused about what they are capable of. This person doesn't really know what they're able to do or what they can and can't do or how to solve a problem. And so by showing them how to do that, like I already said, so I'm just repeating myself, but I'll just say it one more time. By showing them how to do it, you are preparing them for success later on in life because of the way that you handle this. This may start off feeling like a lot of tension. There may be fear or doubts or like emotion. It's emotional. There's argument. It just feels like, how somebody's upset. Somebody's upset and they come to you with their feelings and their ideas, and their energy is kind of like scattered and maybe even low vibrational, or just like they're kind of all over the place. They're not focused. They're confused. There's a lot of static, it's just like there's a lot of tension, right? They may be speaking loudly. They may be upset, right? You get it. So this person's upset, but you handle it so well. You do not react. Okay, you don't take it personally. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't throw you off your center. And I think that's half of the battle, right? Like just receiving this very well. You're very receptive and you're very good at receiving it. It doesn't bother you. You are emotionally self-sufficient, right? You are emotionally independent. Your emotional state is not negatively affected by this person and their their mouth. They're mouthy. I'm just like I'm just seeing that this person may even be cussing, or I can't believe this fucking happened. What am I gonna do? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Maybe they're panicking a little bit. Maybe they're freaking out a little bit, right? And they don't know what to do. And they're a little overwhelmed. It's a little over their head. And they come to you and they're like, I tried to take care of this myself, but I ended up making it worse. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, my life is over. And you're like, hold on. Stop. Chill. Start from the beginning. Okay. You want something to drink? You want some water? You want a snack? Okay. Now tell me from the top what happened. And then you just sit back and you listen. Okay. Okay. And you're hearing them out. Okay. I hear you. Okay. You make this person feel heard. You make this person feel understood. You don't always agree with everything that they say, but they feel like you understand them, you're hearing them, you're listening to them. Maybe in a way that other people don't listen to them. And maybe this brings up a bunch of stuff from the past, and they're kind of jumping around in the timeline, and you're just like, okay, okay. And then you make sure you get it all straight and hammer it out. And then there's a dialogue, and then you tell them your opinion. You make it clear where you stand on all of this. You tell them what you think and how you feel about it. And if I was you, I would do this, and here's what I think. This is what you should do. This is how you solve the problem. And they may argue with you, and they may push you back on it. They may push back on you about it. Like, seriously? Like, I thought this and that. And then you're like, no, no, no. That's why you made a mistake in the first place, because you don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know what I'm talking about. See, I know you don't know. I know you don't know what you're talking about. That's why you're coming. You know what I mean? Like, that's why you're coming to me. If you're coming to me, okay, I'm going to tell you what I think and tell you what I think you should do. But I can't do this for you. You've got to do this for yourself. This is how you do it. This is how it's done. Okay? Now you try. And they're like, I don't know. Can I do it? And you're like, you can do it. You almost like give this person a pep talk, or you talk them up. You make them feel better. Am I right? Yes, yes. And because you give them some helpful advice and some guidance, and you help them. So this person is kind of at their wit's end, or they are at their end of their rope. They're exhausted about this. They don't know what else to do. They've got nowhere else to turn. Something like that. And you help to put their mind at ease. And you help them to solve the problem and answer the question so that they can take care of it. And you come to some kind of agreement. They agree with you. They see it your way. They end up coming around to your perspective in the end. They might not believe you at first, but by the end of it, they will. And that's the message. Okay, so they come to you for advice. They don't really know, but they give it a shot, and they realize you were right, and you help them to make up their mind, answer the question, solve the problem, and move on. And you help to prepare them for success later on down the road too. Because you're not just solving it for them. You're not just coming in and solving it and waving a magic wand, or like, throwing money at it or something. You're giving them the tools to solve it for themselves. And that's the beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing. Like, yeah. Anything else for Leo today? I don't think so. I think that this person has been waiting to talk to you about it. They didn't really want to talk to you about it. They've been trying to take care of it themselves. They've been quiet about this. You might not even know what's going on with this young person. Or, if this is you, you don't even know how to talk about this. But you end up opening up to somebody that you can trust. And you learn some information, or somebody, there's guidance here, giving guidance. And it's like, if this is you giving the guidance to a younger person, offering them some advice on how to deal with a situation that has been very disappointing and hurtful or whatever, difficult for them. You are very emotionally intelligent. You are very receptive and compassionate. You're very empathetic. You really do understand. You're a great confidant. They can trust you. You're a great counselor. You have a lot of experience in life. You have lived experience that this person does not have. So you are sharing that with them selflessly, in a way. In a way, like, you're just trying to help. You're just being helpful. Somebody comes to you for advice and you're just trying to help. You're not trying to get anything out of them. You're not doing it because, you know, you're trying to take advantage of them or gain from it, right? You're not doing it for manipulative reasons or, you know, self-interested reasons. But at the same time, you're not coddling them either. I don't see you sparing this person's feelings. I don't see you sugarcoating it either. I see someone communicating in a very clear, direct way, being very open and honest about how they really feel. And this helps this other person. This comes across as a very authentic attitude, right? And this person makes this person feel like they can trust you even more because you're not bullshitting them, basically. This person does not know their own strength at this time. They are feeling like down about themselves because they've experienced some kind of a failure or setback. They may have made a wrong choice and they're dealing with the consequences of it. And then I feel like they tried to solve it themselves, but maybe even made it worse. And so they're feeling stupid, right? This person feels bad about themselves right now. But I think you're going to show them the way to get back to feeling powerful again and feeling more capable than they even did before. Something like that with these cards here. Yeah, you're going to help this person get focused. Focus on what they really want, seeing the truth very clearly. Focus on the goal, eyes on the prize, you know? Cut out all the bullshit. Like, there's all sorts of weird static interference, distractions, there's a lot going on, blah, 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 blah. But half of the stuff that they're talking about is irrelevant to the goal or the outcome or something. Like, what am I saying? So this person comes to you talking about 5 different things, but only 1 or 2 of the things is really necessary. So you're able to show them, okay, listen, this is what's really important. That other stuff, it's all right. It's not that important. You know, just focus on this. You know, the other stuff is distracting you. Something like that, where I'm getting there's a lot of options or decisions or moving parts and pieces. I'm not sure what I'm seeing. I'm seeing all these different, like in the 7 of Cups, there's all these 7 cups. Okay, 7 of them are on but only 1 of the 7 cups contains the authentic self, the spirit of the living knowledge. And you're able to say, look, you're explaining it to them like, look, this is all the rest of these cups. You don't want these cups. These are not cups that you want. It's your choice which cup you choose. It's your decision. It's your responsibility to make this decision and to handle this situation. But here's what I would do. I would choose that one because that one's got your real authentic self in it. That one contains the spirit of the living knowledge, and here's why. And this young person's like, oh, okay. So I see them taking notes. They're very studious. They're very fast learner. They just got confused. And so you're helping to set this younger person straight. And I think in the end, even though they may argue with you a little bit and push back and try to ask a bunch of questions and bring up a bunch of other concerns, you're able to get through to this younger person and show them the way forward. And that's the message. That's what I've got for you today. Yeah, you help show them the way forward and set them up for a life of success. That's beautiful. I love that for you, Leo. Some of you, for some I'm getting, hold on, one other thing. You may be giving this person unsolicited advice. And at first they kind of push back on it, but then they see you are right. And then I feel like they get on your level. Like you end up having a very mature conversation with this younger person, and it actually helps them to like grow up into who they are meant to become. This could be your own child, like you're raising this child and you know, they're at a stage in their life where there's some kind of a challenge at school or whatever, and they're at this like, I don't know, they're changing. Their kids are always growing, changing, evolving, right? So this younger person is growing, changing, evolving. And I feel like the kind of conversation that you're having with this younger person is actually like a little bit in over their head, like it's a little bit above them. It is challenging for this young person, but it's necessary for them to face this challenge so that they will grow and learn new skills. And so I feel like they learn new skills very quickly, and they quickly learn what you're saying, and they assimilate this information, and they are able to analyze and synthesize and put this knowledge into practice. Like, what am I seeing? I'm seeing that you end up having a very mature conversation with this younger person, and they really get it. Like, they're actually very intelligent. They're not dumb. They're not stupid. They're just inexperienced. They just didn't know. Now they know. And knowing is half the battle, right? Knowing is half the battle. I don't even really know what that means. I've just heard it before. So they have choices to make. There are changes coming in. This is a dilemma. You help to set them straight. They see things differently. They make big changes in their life, and they kind of feel more powerful in the end because you help to redirect them towards the right answer. So they work on this. They set to work on something new. They get to work on it. They're actually really good at it, and they gain a lot. They gain a lot of resources or experience from this whole thing, this whole interaction. They are able to apply this information to the situation that they're dealing with and come out on top and gain a lot from this. Like, you really help this person see things clearly and make the right choice and work it out for themselves, and they gain a lot from interacting with you, especially if this has to do with work, right? Like we were saying, it could be like homework, math problem, or just something to do with work, because I keep seeing those pentacles in the background. It's like, okay, this is how it's done, this is how you do it. You're training this person, and they take that training very well, and they're able to immediately learn from this. They learn quickly, and they're able to immediately apply this information, this knowledge, to whatever it is that they're working on, and to solve the problem and gain a lot from this. Like, they turn it into money. They turn it into success. Like, they are successful at this because you gave them some guidance or advice at this time. So you are giving advice to this person, and they are taking it very well. They are putting it to good use, and you're helping to prepare them for a lifetime of success down the road. So that's what I've got for you today. That's amazing. Good for you. You're doing a really good thing for this person, and you're a very good influence on this younger person. And I just think that's amazing. I love this message. Love to see it for you. So I hope this was helpful, Leo. I hope this was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.